So one thing about these videos that I'm doing, this reflection video, is that I do like doing it, but I find myself not having enough time to do it, and I'm almost skipping days, which I don't like, because I want to stay consistent. I want to stay consistent with it, and I want to keep doing it every single day. And I think I just have to change my mentality from like making time for a video. Oh wait, no, from doing a video when I can to making time for the video. So I'm okay, I'm at 10. I'm gonna do it at 12 midnight every day. I'm gonna film the video 12 midnight every single day, wherever I'm at. So it might not always be this format, but it's always gonna speak on something, whether it's lessons I learned or just how my day went and how the things I got from that day. And I'm gonna be eating while making this video because I just came back from Costco, and I just came back from the city. Last stop was Costco, and I got some food I haven't eaten all day. But today wasn't as interesting as yesterday. So I'm gonna speak about yesterday, since I didn't get to. Yesterday we went to San Jose. Oh, yesterday we went to San Francisco to watch the Super Bowl, since it's in the Bay Area this year. We went to like, it couldn't have been more than like, or less than like 10 bars. Everything was so filled. Everything was so crowded, and we were Ubering everywhere just to find a bar that was like that would kind of just like have enough space for us, because before the Super Bowl had started, we had went to Lake Merritt first because there was a watch party there, but we didn't know you had to RSVP. But there was a public space, but they didn't have no TVs. So I do have videos, so I'll show you the video as well, of what I'm talking about. And that's why I kind of like these reflection type of videos too. That's because I can just show you at the end of the day. I like being in the moment. I like being in the moment when I'm out. And I feel like me having a camera, streaming it, or like taking a video while I'm outside or doing something, kind of takes me out in the moment. That's why I kind of prefer this type of format, to where yeah, but oh, look at this nice view. This was at the city before we went. Maybe it's on my TikTok. But yeah, we went to it's on the story arc. Like, I linked up with Mateus. That's Mateus. That's X. And then we went. We went to the city hall in Oakland because P-Lo was there doing a free concert for the community. I was looking up, but there was also a watch party inside the city hall, or it's like the It's like a community center. It's not the city hall, but it's right next to the city hall. And we had to RSVP, but we were also waiting on some friends, but they never came out. So it's like we wasted some time doing that. So we just decided to head out to SF. I feel like if we went kind of early, a little bit earlier, we might have found a bar or two. But the fact that we didn't was because we came out to SF kind of late. The game started at 4, like 3:30, but after all the commercials and after all that stuff and walking, you know. X got interviewed. X loves getting interviewed. So he always finds the interviews. But went to SF, went to like 10 bars, couldn't find a bar to watch the Super Bowl. All of them were filled. All of them were at max capacity. So we found this Mexican restaurant, Al Pastor, and they were having a watch party in the Cuts, which was cool, which actually made the halftime show even more fire because, you know, they were lit. I know Bad Bunny's Puerto Rican, but you know, he's a Spanish speaker. Mexican people are Spanish speakers, and we were all vibing to the music. Very good halftime show. The game was ass. I like to watch offenses better than defensive. It was a very good defensive game, but I'm not gonna go into a whole thing of like with the Super Bowl, what happened in the Super Bowl, but we know what happened. The Seahawks won. I was rooting for the Seahawks. You know. What else? Oh yeah, I got a torta. You know, it was a hella good. It was just expensive, but that's like the city is always expensive. Anytime you go there, it's always taxed. But well, I got a torta. It was so good. Some Modelo. I had a good time watching the game, and then took Bart back home to Oakland. Kind of got settled a little bit, and then we headed out to SJ. See, the 49ers stadium is not in SF. They'll tell you it's in SF in the TV, but it's not in SF. It's all the way in Santa Clara. So Santa Clara is very close to SJ, San Jose, and we ended up going to San Jose because we thought everybody from after the game would go there. There were a lot of after parties and like stuff. We'll go to San Jose. San Jose has a great nightlife, better than Oakland or like San Francisco. So I went out with my friends. You know, went to a club, got stupid lit, stupid drunk, too drunk. I don't even remember posting half of these. Someone got shot again, 2 nights in a row. Someone got shot. Police were out. Hyphy Burger Bus. This dude humped a police car, and all the cops were chasing him. Just Tay, look at all those cop cars. Had way too many drinks than I should have had. And the way I go out, I'm not like a social person. I rarely go out, but when I do, you know, it's like usually for like special occasions like events or birthday like that. It was a Super Bowl, so I decided to go out. Or just like if I ever need some love, I'll go out. But like not in the dance floor partying and shit like that. I like to be just like in the cuts, and then You know, that's how I like just enjoy the vibe and the music. But
Maybe it's just I miss you.
you know, having drinks. I don't remember half of this shit. I got stuck in someone's section. I don't even know how I got in there. But they had bought out the section. But these two girls let me stay. And this dude was like looking weird at me. He had ordered drinks for everyone. I was like, he's kind of looking weird at me. Is that your boyfriend? By the way, I was just sitting there before they bought the section, and then they bought the section, but instead of kicking me out, they let me stay. I was like, is that your boyfriend? I think he's tripping. I should leave. And then she's like, no, that's my ex. And she looked at me like that. Like yeah. Because I went like this. I just went like, yeah. But, that was fun. I actually, she gave me a tattoo idea because she had stupid tattoos, and I was like, she got one where I wanted it, and I was like, did it hurt when you got it over there? And she was like, no, dude. And then she asked me if I had any tattoos, and I was like, no, I don't. And it was like, she was like, you're a pussy, and I was like, a little bit, but it's not that. I keep telling myself this excuse of like I'll do it when I feel like my body's right, because I've been working out a lot and this and that. But I just haven't. I want these traditional like tattoos from like Thailand and the Philippines. But I do want to get tattoos eventually. I'm getting my first one probably before summer. But in Japan, I want to get a traditional tattoo. But I was like a little bit, and then she said, "Swag is pain." Swag is pain. I told her you should put that on a T-shirt, and if you don't, I will. And I low-key want that tattooed on me too. Swag is pain. Like that would be a fire first tattoo. Got drunk, had a good time. Left around 1, got back around 3. Yeah, I've been I get in this ultra mode where I'm like super focused. I got into like this mode where I just got super focused and super locked in. And sometimes I forget to breathe a little bit, just like have fun and stuff like that. And that's why I'm so grateful for having friends that like, you know, get me out of my shell a little bit. Yeah, help me have fun, you know. Not that I don't know how to have fun, but it's just like when I lock in, it's like it's crazy. It's crazy. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. And there are times when that gets interrupted, not in a bad way. Sometimes in a good way. Sometimes in a bad way. But like when I get in that mode, I forget to breathe sometimes. And I just remember telling myself, it's like the lesson is like my mom would always tell me this, cause I remember when I first got my job. I was working 7 days a week, 6 days a week, over like 60 hours, all the time. And she would tell me, I was just saving up. I just wanted to save up, you know, this and that. And she was telling me like, bien, you work to live, not live to work. And hearing that from my mom, like it shifted something to me, because my mom is the hardest working person I know. She worked overnight 6 days a week for me and my sister, because she was a single mom, not receiving anything from my dad. Nothing like that. My mom told me when it came to the settlement, all she asked for was her kids. No money, no nothing from my father. You know what that tells me? You know what that tells me? My mom wanted us. She didn't want a check. And she, like, even when I was a kid, I'd understand she couldn't go to my games, my my not performances, but like couldn't go to a lot of my school activities, and even when she did, she was tired, and I appreciate her for that. But I always knew, like, it's because she has to work to provide for us too, you know. But hearing that from my mom shifted my perspective to it, like I can't like work hard but play hard too, you know. And I just gotta stress this to BN, like you're good, like you locked in, so well, and you get in these modes where it's like it's tunnel vision, but sometimes you gotta let yourself breathe. Breathe. You know, meditation. Like earlier today, you were dealing with like a cluttered brain, and like stuff happened, you know, this and that, and sometimes meditation won't do that. Sometimes you just, it's not a healthy, let's call it a healthy distraction. You just gotta go out sometimes and distract yourself and have fun and have a healthy distraction, you know. But it's not like you're not gonna address it at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you're gonna address it, but it's like I just needed to breathe. And I did that yesterday in a long time. And sometimes people will come into your life, give you a little breather, you know. Like, you just gotta learn how to breathe sometimes. So I had a lot of fun last night. Today I woke up kind of late because I was so drunk. Went to the city, you know, just to clear my head. Had a lot in my mind this morning. Today was a self-care day. Definitely a self-care day. Every day is self-care, but like today it was just like, this society will make you feel bad for doing nothing. Will make you feel like less of a man for just taking a day, you know. But that shit is important. That shit is important for you. So I never feel bad about taking a day. Like I said, when my mom told me that way back then, it was like a shift in perspective. And sometimes, like, yeah, I forget to do that. I forget to breathe just because it's like I have big goals. I have big dreams that I know, like, I'm not in no rush, but I know I gotta put in the work to get that shit. Nothing's given. I'm not from here. Like, you feel me? I'm one of those immigrants that they trying to get rid of. No, not get rid of. I wish you would. I know I wasn't born here, but I did my shit the right way. Like, and there is no right way or wrong way in stolen land. There, like, that's another conversation. But immigrants are the backbone of this country. But like, I come from nothing. Like, I wish I had pictures on my phone of like what it was in the Philippines, bro. But just because you didn't have nothing, that's like, it's like that Bob Marley quote. It's like, my wealth is not in money and things or nothing like that. It's in the Philippines, happiest people on earth, third world country, happiest people on earth. God, we got each other. Fuck, money don't make no difference. Like, but yeah, I'll never feel like less of a man for taking the day off to just like get myself together I'm not afraid to be selfish when I need to be. I'm not afraid to be selfish when I need to be. I've been called avoidant, you know. I've been told I've abandoned people, this and that, because I want to be selfish and give myself the time I need to, like, to just be. And at the end of the day, I'm never gonna feel bad for that, because if taking care of myself is selfish, then I guess, but I consider it self-love. I really do. Self-love, and like I keep reiterating this in every video, cause it's I'm done talking about it, but it's never from a place of ego. It's never from self-love. Is never from a place of ego. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to SF, met this the owner of the vintage store, locked in with him, gave him my number and my name. He's Filipino too, so he was cool. Bari had a pop-up in that store too, in San Francisco. Saturday I wasn't able to go, I was at work, but that was cool that he was there. Bari be popping out in the city from time to time when there's like things going on here. He usually be at Haight, which is cool. That's the lit street. Went to a couple more stores. Just roamed around, took in like the stuff. Took in like just live, just walked around, enjoy it outside, and just breathe. Went to Costco, picked up some food, and went home. And now I'm doing this video, eating. But yeah, I'm gonna title this video "Selfish." I'm gonna title this video "Selfish" because that's a reminder. Is that you shouldn't be afraid to be selfish, man. At the end of the day, you're all you got. No one's besides your mom. I truly believe that. My mom, is the only person that will put me over herself. She's told me that. Like, she's told me that, and before she even told me that, I've seen it through actions. I've seen it through her actions. Multiple times. I've seen it through her actions. And I can't expect that from anybody else but myself. I gotta put myself over everybody, right? And in return, in loyalty, I do that for my mom. She's the only person I'll put over myself if it comes down to it. But never feel bad for being selfish. Never feel bad. At the end of the day, you're all you got. No one's gonna take care of you. You can't put people over you, cause at the first sign of man, they'll choose you. They'll choose themselves over you all the time. Everybody around you, your closest friends, it don't matter who it is, your significant other, anybody. That's why I've formed a healthy detachment. It's cause I was that guy. I was that guy who would put others over myself, right? We all gotta learn. No better teacher than experience. But just know if I've ever put you over myself, it comes from a place of real love. That comes from a place of real love, because I don't have to do that. One thing about love, it does not ask to be reciprocated. You do it because you want to. And if you're the type of person that's like, well, I did this, I did that, then you weren't doing that from a place of love. You were doing that out of transaction. Because you took note of that. You wanted that. You wanted something back. Well, I did this for you. But yeah, I keep going around and around and around with what I'm trying to say. I get distracted and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm trying to be as vulnerable as I can when it comes to making these videos, because I want to see when I look back at these how it was. Because I've said before, it's like I've lived multiple lives. I've like had rebirth, deaths and rebirths in this one, so many in this one lifetime. And I wish I could look back sometimes, and it's like I'll be seeing pictures of who I was back then, and like one thing about it, I'm always glad I've been authentic. I haven't been scared to put myself out there, cause you know, I've existed. I have proof of existence. This is proof enough. Not that proof of existence matters, but in a way it does. You know, in a way it does. I don't know. I'm yapping at this point. I'm surprised I didn't wake up with a headache, honestly. But yeah, I keep forgetting. No, I don't forget. It's just like, it's like sometimes it's like when I talk about state of awareness, it's like I hop in and out of states of presence and awareness. I'm much better now though, to where it's like I can tell, it's like, oh, I hopped out of presence, let me get back into it, and then I snap back into it, and I'm aware again. But with love, I hop in and out of presence with love, because like I said, I want to lead with love. That's the type of person I want to be. You know, there's a person that leads with love. But sometimes it's like, for lack of a better word, I forget, and I have to like really snap myself back in, because it's just like, I'm only human, you know. I feel things too, you know. Them clouds are getting dark, that be passing, the thoughts that be passing my brain. I get, man, nothing wrong about feeling things. But it's just that I'm human too. I feel shit too. You know, I can't not feel. But like I said, I'm at peace. I'm at peace. I accept things how they are, how it is right now. Cause all we can really do, all we really have is right now, this moment. And yeah, I'm yapping now. I really just want to finish this shit, but remember, be selfish sometimes. It's okay to be selfish as long as it's out of self love. It's okay to take a day off. It's okay to eat unhealthy. It's okay to eat. It's okay to eat what you want. You know, from time to time. It's okay to treat yourself. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to love who you are. It's okay for that. You know, people who get on you for doing that, for having that self love, self care for yourself. Like you said, like don't take it personal. Never take nothing personal. You touch the wound of theirs. They're scared because they can't do that for some. They don't love themselves. They're scared because they're mad because you know. Can't take shit personal, man, but you really can't, because everyone's just projecting. Everyone's really a projector. Everyone's just a projector. They project their experiences. You know, you are the environment you grew up in. The people around you are a reflection of you. We are just antennas for the universe, and we project. So, art is projection. Art is projection. That's a bar. Art is projection. But yeah, I think you get what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm trying to say, man. But it's okay to be selfish. It's okay to be selfish, and never apologize for being selfish. It's okay.